Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anissa Mani binti Mat Mustaqim. My metric number is A24A3059 and this is our short movie titled Finding Balance from Group 10. So basically, on our research problem, we have 5 research problems. The first one is work-life balance and employee burnout. The second one will be managerial pressure and authoritarian leadership. The third one is ineffective implementation of HR policies. The fourth one will be mental health challenge in the workplace. And the last but not least is communication barrier and psychological safety. So in this first one research problem, which is work-life balance and burnout, there's two characters, which is Artika and also Nick Ideal. They are employees that have been struggling with exhaustion, disengagement from long hours and tight deadlines that have been given from the HR. And the research problem is lack of work-life balance that have been caused of burnout, absenteeism, and also lower productivity. So the HR have been concerned by doing effectiveness of policy in preventing overworks and supporting sustainability practices. So basically, in the second sense, which is managerial pressure and authoritarian leadership, they have one character, which is Shav. He is rigid, result-driven style that a little bit concerned for welfare. So the impact is he is making the working situation become hostile and stressful environment, causing the employee to feel pressure, undervalued, and demotivated. So the research problem here in this scene is authoritarian leadership that has become moral decline, retention issue, and also mental health risks. So in this scene, we also focus on how can supportive leadership improve satisfaction and also organization performance. Our third scene for our short movie is ineffective HR policy implementation. So the policy gap is flexible hours introduced but not enforced consistently towards the employees. So the problem is the disconnect between HR initiative and managerial practice. So the research focus on this scene is why HR policies fall in execution. So the goal is to identify measures for effective implementation and also compliance. So for our second last scene, which is mental health challenge, in this scene, we are observing about employee feel mentally exhausted and also emotionally detached. So the problem is the urgency of need for workplace mental health support. Research focus on this scene is how to integrate mental health resources into HR practices and the role of wellness programs, counseling service, and also supportive culture in reducing stress and boosting well-being towards the employee. So for our last scene, which is communication barrier and psychological safety. So the observation in this scene is about employee reluctant to share struggles, which is fear. The employee feel like they're going to be judged, fear of being judged as a weak person. And then the problem is lack of psychological safety and limits open dialogue. And our research focus on this scene is how communication barrier hinder engagement. So the goal is HR have to have a strategies to build trust and encourage honest staff management dialogues.
Today, I would like to present solution 1, which focus on aligning supervisory actions through managerial training and stronger HR involvement. First, provide periodic training in leadership and policy implementation for supervisions. This ensures the for like leader like staff align their daily action with organizations' value of well-being rather than just short-term business outcomes. Next, implement tracking machine to envelope manage not just on productivity but on team satisfactions and work-life balance. Use 360 degree feedback and regular employer engagement survey to monitor managerial compliance. In order to prevent the disconnect seen in the drama, HR must actively partner with flood-like management. This can be done by establishing clean reporting line for unfair treatment so employers can voice their concerns safely and effectively. Besides that, organizations should create well-being chapter seen by top management to show their commitment towards employer welfare and a healthy working environment. Most importantly, HR policy like flex time must be enforced, not just offered. This is because policies are only effective when they are properly implemented in the workplace. Overall, their actions can help create better alignment between supervisor and organization values while also improving employer well-being and long-term organization success. Next, I would like to present the second solution, which is cultivating physiological safety in the workplace. First, organization must focus on normalizing the conversations about mental health and emotion well-being in the workplace. Employers should feel comfortable expressing their concept without fear of being judged. To combat stigma, companies should host workshops to help employers like Nick ID realize that asking for help is a sign of professional responsibility, not weakness. This workshop can increase awareness about mental health and encourage a more supportive working culture. In addition, organizations should develop employer assistance program, also known as EAP, and peer support group where privacy and dignity are strictly protected. This allows employer to seek professional guidance and emotional support in a safe and confident environment. Furthermore, companies should encourage open feedback between staff and manager. Employer must be able to discuss workload issue, stress, and challenge honestly without fear or judgments or professional punishment. Open communication can help manager understand employer difficulties early and take appropriate action before problems become more serious. Overall, cultivating physiological safety can improve employer confidence, reduce workplace stress, and create a healthier and more supportive organization environment. Lastly, I would like to present solution 3, which focus on burnout prevention strategy through mental health support and boundary enforcement. First, organizations should implement strict boundary enforcement by prohibiting work-related communication outside office hours. This is important to prevent the loss of individually and family connections since in Nick ID story. Employers need personal time to rest, reconnect with their families, and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Next, companies should encourage guilt-free recovery by actively promoting the use of annual leave and regular breaks. Employers should not feel guilty for taking time off to rest and recover. In addition, supervision must broaden this behavior by taking their own leave and demonstrating the importance of self care to their teams. Furthermore, organizations should introduce wellness activities such as stress management, workshop, and mindfulness session, extended workplace initiative. This activity can help employer manage stress more effectively, improve emotional well-being, and maintain better mental health in the long term. Overall, burnout prevention strategies are important to create a healthy, more balanced, and more sustainable working environment for employer and organization alike.
Next, addressing psychological safety and internalized stigma. Organization must go beyond simply offering EAP and counseling service. Management must actively lead by example, like sharing their own experience with stress without fear of ridicule. HR should establish anonymous reporting channels where employees can report excessive workloads or emotional exhaustion without retaliation, plus enforcing professional boundaries to prevent burnout. Companies should implement right to disconnect provisions which forbid work-related contacts after working, except in genuine emergencies, along with monitoring system to detect overwork.
I will take part in conclusion. Finding balance show the problems happening in many workplaces today. Many companies focus too much on getting work done and not enough for employee well-being. Even though work-life balance policies exist, they are not always followed properly. As a result, employees may feel stressed, tired, and afraid to talk about their feelings. To improve this, companies should support their employees, care about mental health, and encourage regular breaks. A healthy and happy workplace can help both employees and the company succeed.
Okay, lastly, before we proceed to our short movie, as the editor for this project, my responsibility was to turn all of our recorded scene into a complete and meaningful short drama video. However, the editing process was not easy as it looked. There were many challenges and obstacles throughout the production. Firstly, managing the video clips was quite difficult because we had many different scenes, camera angles, and repeated takes. Some clips had background noise, unstable audio, and inconsistent lighting. So I had to spend extra time fixing and arranging everything carefully. Besides that, matching the timing between the narrative video, voiceover, background music, and scene transition was also challenging. I wanted every emotional moment in the story to feel natural and impactful for the audience. Another challenge was time management. As a student, we also had assignments, classes, and other commitments while completing this project. Sometimes the editing process continued late at night just to make sure the final results looking smooth and organized. Even though the process was stressful at times, I learned many important skills such as patience, creativity, teamwork, and problem solving. Most importantly, this project taught me that behind every successful video, there is a lot of effort, cooperation, and dedication from the entire team. In the end, I'm proud that we managed to complete this project together and successfully deliver an important message about work-life balance and mental health in workplace. Now, we proceed to our short movie.
Berat mata memandang, berat lagi bahu yang memikul. Untuk episod bersamamu kali ini, kita akan menyantui dan melihat bagaimana di sebalik kepesatan dan juga pembangunan yang ada di sekeliling kita, namun masih lagi ada individu yang memerlukan bantuan.
Berbumbungkan angkasa kelabu, lantainya bumi retak seribu. Setiap langkah perjalananmu penuh. 둘이서 너와 서로 눈치를 봐도 시간은 멈출 줄을 몰라. 너와 같이 나 서로 맞춰봐도 생각이 더 많은지. 너가 날 더 사랑하는 게 내 눈에도 보여. 너는 멀쩡 사랑하는 게 내 눈에도 보여. 넌 나 나빠서 제발 날 떠나가지만 날 더 Okay, 1, 2, 3 that I do walk up when you're mine. Love is sweet, got it on your mind. Love is
In a fast-paced company, employees are constantly chasing deadline, but behind the productivity, many are silently struggling.
I slept. I only slept like 2 hours. This is getting out of.
Yeah, be honest. Do you even go home or do you just leave her?
At this point, I think this office is my second home.
Oh no, this is not a proud lady.
Good morning, guys. Hey, Etika, why you look so exhausted?
I am. Then I never stop. I don't even remember my last progress.
Did the HR introduce flexible working hours already?
Yeah, but not everyone suffer it.
I see.
Morning guys, I have info for you. Today, I want the report done by 3 p.m. sharp, no delay and no excuse for it.
And I want to report. Stay strong, soldier.
One trip to the emergency room later. parts of the process later.
Anis, have you seen a recent film? Back from the employees?
Yes, all of them are about stress and long working hours.
That's worrying. If we ignore this, it will affect performance and morale.
Exactly, some people mention about burning out, like they feel stressed and exhausted all the time.
Work-life balance is not optional, it's necessary.
So what should we do?
We need a stronger action. First, enforce flexible working hours. Second, provide mental health support. And lastly, set clear boundaries after work.
Yeah, I agree with you. A manager needs to support the student.
Exactly. Without them, nothing will change.
Atika,
Yes?
can I tell you something?
What is it?
I feel overwhelmed. I don't know how to say it.
Same. But I'm really scared that people will think that I'm weak.
Honestly, we are just struggling. We just hiding.
13 seconds later.
Why is the report still not ready?
I've been working non-stop, but it was just so much.
You need to manage your time better.
I've been staying late every day. I'm really trying.
Trying is not enough. Result matter than your work.
Several weeks later.
I'm so tired. Not just physically, but mentally too. Hello? Yeah, I've just been busy. I come home soon. I don't even feel like myself anymore.
Hi, Chef. Can we talk?
Yeah, sure.
Your team is overwhelmed,
We have target to meet.
but your employees are the ones who are achieving those targets. If they burn out, performance will drop.
I didn't realize it was this serious.
We need balance, fair workload, respect working hours, and also encourage rest.
Maybe I have been too focused on result.
Many parts of the process later.
Guys, I have good news for you. We are here you and we want to support you. Starting today, flexible working hours, no works after office hours, mental health supports and also wellness programs.
Finally, I can sleep without stress.
Yes.
This is a big improvement.
Thank you. This really helps.
Weeks later, the workplace begins to change.
Guys, you want to know something? I actually had dinner with my family yesterday.
Oh, emotion alone.
Good job, teams. I can see better performance from now on.
Because now we have balance.
employees supported, they perform better.
I'm so tired of playing with this bow and arrow. Gonna give my heart away.
Okay.
In the first place. Ya. Oh, gagal.
Oh, bodoh.